One of the things that I've come to understand about humanity is that we can only make one thing. And once we've made it, everything we make after that is just iterations of it.
That's why the wiener and the male and female ends.
Yes, that's why everything is male and female ends, because we understand how that works.
You put it in.
Yep. And so if we have a sandal called a thong, and we have an underwear that looks like that sandal but on a bum, we'll call it a thong. That's got to be what it is. I have to assume that's what it is. That makes the most sense. Welcome everybody to the Life is Daijoubu, episode 109. Today is the spring review. We're doing our 2026 spring review where we go over every single thing that we liked about the season and everything we did not like about the season. It's kind of jam-packed. Honestly, usually when we do these seasons, I always feel kind of bad about some of the shows that I've watched because they don't end up on anything. Because like I said, we talk about the good and the bad. We don't really talk about the mid very often in the average show. So I like to try to sneak in some stuff here and there. But I'm getting ahead of myself. My name is Cole, and I'm joined by Skylar.
Hi, it is me. I'm the one that didn't watch a ton of anime this season, but I think that I have a lot of differing opinions than these two gentlemen.
Oh, I'm also joined by Thane over here.
I got a new One Piece shirt.
That's the Uniqlo one, right?
Yeah, we stand for liberty.
What's
Can
that?
I touch it?
Yeah.
Can
Who's
I touch
that
the
guy?
shirt?
What?
Oh, it does feel nice.
Dude,
Also
Uniqlo,
feels like-
honestly, Uniqlo, if they sponsored us, I would buy every one of their products. They're so good.
I need to buy a few because
I bought 3 more or 4 more.
I have the same 2 anime shirts.
This kind of feels like when they put a picture on a cake. Kind of feels like that
Me
for
too.
some
I'm
reason.
going to fill your chest.
Oh yeah,
up.
it does feel nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That
the
weird,
Uniqlo
whatever
one.
that weird thing is they put on cakes that makes it edible. That's what it feels like.
So I'm just going to gush about Uniqlo for a little bit because I'm not wearing it, of course, right now, but I have some Pokemon shirts that I bought from them probably close to 6 months ago, maybe longer. And they look just about as good as the day I bought them. They do not fade. I don't know what it is that Uniqlo does, but their stuff does not fade. So that shirt's going to last a freaking long time for you. I also bought some more clothes from them. Just some blank shirts and one like collared shirt. And then again, just literally Tuesday, I think, maybe Monday, I bought some more stuff. I've not gotten this stuff yet because they did another Pokemon collab. So one of them just got all 3 of the OG starters on it. And then one of them just a little Pikachu right here. Mm-hmm. And then I bought another blank shirt. And then to make it so I could get over the $100 for the free shipping, I bought a bag because it was like $15.
How much is the shipping? Usually like $15.
It's
probably?
not bad. It's like $15. Yeah. But I was already close, and I was like I was eyeing this bag as well because I wanted to use it for Yu-Gi-Oh! And throw my deck and stuff in there and not have to carry like a big backpack with me. So if it works, it's gonna be pretty good.
Yeah, I'll probably get on there and buy some. I was browsing one day. It was the first time you sent me the website. There's so much, dude. It's overwhelming how much stuff they have on there.
They got the best shirt quality I've ever seen, and then their prints are really dang solid too. So
Do you know where they're based out of? Are they in the U.S.?
they're Japan.
Oh, it's Japan.
Yeah, I don't know if they have like factories here. I don't think they have factories here, but I think they've got some stores here. Like Mall of America might have one.
So
for
does it
example.
take a while for the stuff to get shipped? Really?
I think they've got like warehouses here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it's a Japanese company. I know that much anyway. You'll see it in a lot of like anime and stuff. If they go clothes shopping, they typically go to a Uniqlo. I don't
So
know
it's
why.
big. It's
pretty big. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. I didn't really know about it back then though. I just knew it existed. I just knew it was a thing. But now that I've bought shirts from them, I'm all in. They're cheap too. That's the best part. They're not like stupid expensive.
Yeah, they're
for
like
one of the
$25
nicest
or
shirts.
something.
You could buy like a blank t-shirt for like $15 and it's one of the nicest shirts you'll ever wear. It's crazy. This is an anime podcast. That was anime adjacent, but we got some stuff to talk about today. Like I said, it's a spring 2026 review. We have some news, some new shows, some shows getting sequels, and all of our lovely segments such as Mal's Top 5 or our favorite opening and most memorable moments. We got lots of random things, so stay tuned for all of that. Let's go ahead and jump right into the news. Starting off with some actual news segments, we have the first one being Hunter x Hunter is coming back. Next week, it's starting publication again. I think the 29th is next week, right?
Is the same manga artist the one doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The guy with back problems?
Yeah. He had been working for like the past couple of years to get like a backlog, I
Yeah.
think, and I think they're finally starting to publish the backlog. Is my guess.
Is it going to be bi-weekly, monthly?
No idea. It just says resumes
I like
publication.
Did
I didn't look into it. It might.
Did it leave on like a cliffhanger thing? Or is it
I
like
don't
in the
remember
middle of
where it left
something?
It always leaves on a cliffhanger. It's in the middle. It's been in the middle of an arc for like 5 years now.
How many chapters are they at?
It's like 400.
And how
Or
many got?
410,
How
I
much
remember.
did get animated in the animation? In the anime?
maybe
up to
like-
up to the election arc.
So it's like probably like 150 if I had to guess.
1/5, no, probably
Maybe
like
more?
200.
It
I
was
think a little
significant
before
amount, but
300.
Really?
Yeah.
There's only like okay. I thought there was a lot more past the anime.
This arc's taken forever.
I see.
This might be like the second to last arc.
Yeah.
The Dark Continent will probably be the final arc.
I hope that someday that company, which company animated it? It was Production IG or
Madhouse.
Madhouse. I hope Madhouse does the rest of it eventually because
Yeah.
I'd like to watch
They
it.
probably will.
They have this nice ending, but then because they had a couple more chapters to animate, they just animated the rest of them, and they don't really have like a significant like, oh yeah, this is an ending. They could have just stopped it at one point and then called it, but they didn't.
So like the 140 something episodes that they have ends like you're saying.
Yeah, so it like gets to a spot that's like an ending, and they could have stopped it there, but there was more manga, so they adapted like I don't know the next 10 chapters into the next
Are you-
like 5
Are you
episodes.
recording?
Oh, I just didn't flip the thing.
Oh, okay.
My bad. I'll double check just in case. Jeez, that'd be sad. Yeah, we're recording.
Okay.
But yeah, so like they have like another 3 or 4 episodes after what I would assume should have been just the ending because granted I don't think they knew that they were gonna have to stop for a long time, so maybe that's part of it.
Were they doing like a weekly release with it? Was it something like Naruto where they just had
I think
every
it was
week
like Naruto,
had episodes every week?
but when they got caught up, they kind of just I don't know I don't know to be honest. I'm just assuming. I don't know. I don't think it was seasonal, so that's why I say that.
I need to just finish it. Alex and I started. We're on episode 65. We're like, we just got past the card game arc, or
That's
we're in
one
the
of my
middle of
favorites.
it.
I love that. You can meet Bisky.
Yeah.
I just like card games.
I
I
know.
was really into
It's
that.
very slow.
It's slow. I just liked it in general because of the card games. Speaking of card games, that's our next news segment. Bandai announces a new Naruto card game. So right off the heels of their One Piece card game, they're making Naruto now, which is why I'm wearing the Naruto shirt. You know, I got to represent.
How did the One Piece card game go? Like, did people like
really
it?
like it.
Okay.
It's incredibly collectible. Like they got chase cards. They're expensive chase cards. The competitive scene, they do a lot of prizing. So like people really do like it. Bandai though has this reputation with their card games where they support them for about like 2 years and drop them, and then just stop caring. And so people were nervous about One Piece, but I don't think they're ever going to drop One Piece because of how popular it is and how like successful that card game is. But they also do like Digimon. They're doing this Gundam one, for example. The Digimon one has been going for a long time, but like it's like slowly waning down is what it looks like. The Gundam one I've not even seen, and that's released like a year ago, so it probably doesn't have much time longer left, unfortunately.
I feel like it's almost if they can keep doing it, they just treat it as like merchandise.
Yeah, that's kind of what they do. Granted, like they still put games with it, right? Because it's a
Right.
trading card game, and people do like the Naruto game. People like the Digimon game as well, which is probably why it's lasted as long as it has. I don't know anything about their other games. From what I understand, they're just okay or not great. Anyway, so this one Naruto one, I'm assuming that they're trying to capture lightning in the bottle like they did with One Piece and essentially just replicate that. I imagine. So in One Piece, they have this really special rare called Manga Rare, where it's just essentially a manga panel, but on a card, but it's all textured and looks all nice and all that. It's probably like 1 in 2,000 packs. You get a Manga Rare.
Wow.
And so I imagine they'll do exactly the same thing with Naruto. So look forward to that if you guys like Naruto. I probably will buy a couple packs if I see them.
It makes sense. It makes sense to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah. But we'll see if the game's going to be any fun. If the game's any fun, then maybe it's got some longevity. If it's
remember-
got no fun, then who knows?
I think I remember they used to show Digimon ads on TV for the card game.
Well, so that's forever ago, right?
yeah,
So
that
that
was
was
back
the
in the
OG
2000s.
Digimon game.
Yeah.
This is the Bandai one now is completely different because
okay.
that one stopped back in the 2000s, and then Bandai made a new one. Probably,
Well, I
I want to
guess
say
I
5
might have
years
mixed
ago.
up with Pokemon. I know they advertised Pokemon a lot
Yeah.
on TV, the card game.
Yeah, Pokemon's never stopped.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have 2 season 2s announced. I couldn't find any others. There probably are out there, and also a lot of shows haven't ended yet. We're just right at the last week, roughly, so we'll probably get some more next week. I'll try to find them so we can talk about them next week real quick. But we have Mistress Canon is Devilishly Easy is getting a season 2, and Akane Banashi is getting a season 2. Those are the 2 announcements we've got. I don't know anything about Mistress Canon.
Least surprising season 2 announcement.
Was it Akane Banashi?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I don't know much about the manga because I've never read it, but from what I gathered, this last episode that we just had was mostly anime original because it just goes into more detail on stuff that was skipped over in a time skip, apparently. Anyway, we have a couple more new shows announced. We have The Fake Alchemist.
Manga.
You know, it's funny. I decided to look up all of these.
You cheater!
And I looked up The Fake Alchemist, and there's an amputation fetish in this manga.
Oh, is it really?
It's like, what the hell?
It is a manga, though. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right, guy. Okay, as an indie hit, they became a legendary sensation, surpassing. Hold on, there it is. In the city-state of Orochalconia, a world where alchemy and magic are deeply rooted in the lives of the people, the reincarnated Paracelsus ekes out a living as an alchemist while hiding his cheat skills. However, his life changes dramatically when a shaman slave girl, Nora, and ladder meets. And ladder? I don't know, dude. This is a really, really weirdly written thing. And later meets Coco. So he meets this shaman girl named Nora, and then later meets Coco, an elf who has lost all 4 limbs and 5 senses. To save Coco, what began as a rescue attempt in a small workshop gradually escalates into a battle involving alchemy and sorcery, space, and even the gods themselves. The curtain now rises on this story, filled to the brim with everything fantasy.
That sounds too much.
It sounds like a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think it's going to be one of those where it's got a ton of ideas, but nothing's really fleshed out.
Yeah.
I hope it's not, because
Yeah.
it does sound cool. I would watch that, but it also sounds like too much. We've seen too many shows that have too much.
Yeah. Okay, next up we have Just Like Mona Lisa.
I'm going to say manga again.
Yes, you're right. Thane doesn't get a guess because he cheated.
Yeah, it's a manga.
What if everyone were born genderless? Who would you fall in love with? The highly anticipated TV anime adaptation of Just Like Mona Lisa by Sumuji Yoshimura, a series that surpassed a cumulative 1 million copies sold, is finally here. Hinase, the main character who continues to live genderless, childhood friends Ritsu and Shiori, who have already chosen theirs. What is love? What does it mean to have something you want to cherish above all else? Their classmates and the adults around them struggled and hesitate along them, weaving the story together. What choice will Hinase make? I'm curious why it's just like the Mona Lisa, though. I don't know what the title is based on the synopsis. Maybe that's one of those things you get as you watch it.
Probably.
And then the last one on the paper, but I did find one later I was able to write down. The last one on the paper is Dengeki Daisy.
I'm going to say manga as well.
Skylar, did you cheat too?
I might have.
Skylar! Yeah, it's a manga. All right, this one is after orphan Teru Kurebayashi loses her beloved older brother, she finds solace in the message she exchanges with Daisy, and Daisy's in all caps on this synopsis, an enigmatic figure who can only be reached through the cell phone her brother left her. Meanwhile, mysterious Tasuku Kurosaki always seems to be around whenever Teru needs help. Could Daisy be a lot closer than Teru thinks?
Hype.
Yeah. That one reminds me of one that I watched a couple episodes of, and then I dropped it. It was Dead Account, where when somebody dies, their social media account takes over, and becomes a demon. And they have to exorcise them. Anyway, moving on. Next one, we have Beat and Motion.
I know that one.
Yeah, that's one you told me to read
Yeah,
forever
I told you
ago.
guys
I
to
read
read it.
this one.
You did read it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. It's a manga. Yep. Beat and Motion, I don't have the synopsis for it, but I can tell you a bit about it. It's about a guy who, in high school, or rather, let's go younger. When he was a kid, he likes drawing a lot, wanted to be an animator, grows up, gets to high school, decides he's going to be a musician, goes to college, does musician work, and then doesn't really like it. And then he ends up doing animation, and then not really working out either. So he's kind of just like at the end of his rope. Then there's a girl who always wanted to be a musician. She's growing up to be a musician, and she's trying to make her debut. She would post songs on whatever Japanese SoundCloud is, and he would listen to them and be like, he was like, dang dude, this is my jam. This is into it. I'm into this. And so at one point they make this deal where he's going to make the music video for one of her songs that he animates. And that's their story.
That's cool.
It's really freaking fun. The ending is kind of abrupt, but other than that, like, it's really fun. I really do like it. Oh, and it's being animated by Mappa. That's interesting. Wow. I don't know why they picked it up of all people, because this was not a super popular manga, so I'm surprised that they jumped on this one. But that pretty much does it for the news. We can so go ahead and start getting into our spring 2026 recap, starting out with, how'd you guys like the series or the season? Enjoyed it?
It was okay.
Okay.
It was good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's one of the best seasons we've ever had, but like the shows I watched, I mostly enjoyed.
Yeah. Like I said at the beginning of this season, I started out with a bunch of shows and I've dropped a handful of them. And I don't know. The shows that I kept, I did like. Like, I liked a good amount to keep them, obviously. But they're not, like you guys said, they're not like the greatest shows I've ever watched. There are some that I would like put like really top tier, but let's go ahead and move into Mal's real quick. Mal's top 5. This is the top 5 from my anime list based on their user scores. So it's a little biased, especially because like some shows have more users voting than others.
Right.
And so that lowers their score, raises the score depending. Anyway, starting out, we have number 1, ReZero Season 4 at a 9.19.
That's high.
That's pretty freaking high. Anything when anything gets a 9 on Mal, that's pretty freaking high.
Right, we're usually some bangers are hanging out in the 8s.
Yes.
Yeah.
People are pretty critical on Mal when it comes to the good bangers. Now, number 2, we have Witch Hat Atelier at an 8.68.
It's a good one.
Good one. That's one I'm surprised not a 9, but I don't know.
The gap is pretty wide.
Yeah, honestly, it is. It's a 0.2 to a 0.7.
Yeah.
That's a significant. It's 5. That's literally half a point. Crazy. Next one is one I didn't even know existed. Number 3 is Nippon Sengoku.
I binged this one.
You binged it.
Yeah.
At an 8.53. You enjoyed it?
Oh, yeah.
Really good.
Yes.
Wow. I didn't know anything about this one. Maybe this is one I
This is
should
one
have
of
put
those
on the back of my
underrated
list.
gems that suddenly came out of nowhere. Only problem, it's on Amazon. Nobody really watches Amazon.
I remember you telling me about this one a little bit, very little. That you said you started to watch
it was
it.
actually
This one.
it was actually co-produced by Amazon.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this one probably should have ended up on my I wish I would have watched list then. Number 4, we have a Dr. Stone, the final season at an 8.30. I just called it the final season because it's got a stupid name. It's like season 4, part 3, the end of all.
Did you finish it? So did you catch
There's
up?
one more episode. I'm caught up though.
Okay.
Yeah, there's one more episode coming out. And then the last one, number 5, we have Go For It Nakamura-kun at an 8.25. Any you guys know anything about this one?
It's
Sounds like a rom-com or something.
I thought it was.
It was a manga. It's a gay romance manga, but it has like a 90s anime style.
Okay, I didn't know anything about it. But yeah, those are your top 5 for Mal. I have 3 shows that I watched on that list, so not bad, not bad. Sky, you just watch ReZero, man. Drop everything, just watch it. Get caught up on ReZero.
I know.
Still got time. The season's still going.
Is it a 2-core?
Yeah,
Yeah, but
it doesn't keep going right away, does it?
No, it's got 2 months.
So in winter? No. In fall. Fall we get more?
No, in like July, at the end of
Oh,
July.
in summer we'll get it.
At the end of like August,
Okay.
September, around that time.
So
yeah.
they're just taking a break and then they're
Yeah.
going to pick back up in
Did
the
the
summer
same
season.
thing last season.
I do remember that actually. Now that you say that. No, yeah, you're going to hear a lot about ReZero this podcast, guys. So literally just watch it. Yeah, just drop the rest of your shows and just watch it. And with that, let's get into our topics, our headlines. We have starting out with our biggest letdown / dumpy, or just the shows that we dropped. Do you guys have any exciting things you want to talk about here?
I got two. Show I actually watched and show I didn't watch. I started Rooster Fighter. It's a dumb, fun show. Only problem, the CG for the monsters and some of the chicken characters is ugly.
Oh yeah,
It's very low budget. I would have liked them to have that hand drawn. I think it would look good, but other than that, I think it's like One Punch Man, but a rooster.
oh interesting.
Also, they show him like clapping cheeks
clapping
with a
chicks.
hen, a rooster. Show him doing a hen.
Are they
At the very beginning.
anthropomorphified?
No. Well, no, they're actually they're like roosters with proportions.
So it looks like a
Yeah.
rooster. It doesn't
Yeah,
look like
they
a
look
human.
all like chickens. The
Not
only
Beastars?
No. So that was a funny scene.
He went to the grocery and sorry, I'll have the chicken breast.
No, but there
I'm
was
sorry. There's a better joke. I couldn't think
no.
of
There
it.
was a scene where it's like, "Here, chicken. You want some chicken?" And he's like, "What?" He's trying to feed him chicken. It's like it's a child, so it's like, okay, that's children are pretty.
I saw a
evil.
video of a guy cooking up some eggs and feeding it to chickens, and they were loving it.
Yeah, because they don't know what that is.
Well, they don't know what chicken is either, do they?
No, actually, there's a short video of a guy throwing out a box of McNuggets, and the chicken's just going.
If you know how like if this is completely off topic, but you know how like if a cannibal eats a human, they kind of go crazy, like they go like they're psychotic almost, like their brain starts being all messed up because of it. Do you think that happens to other animals?
I don't think so.
Probably not,
'Cause they
right?
have-
Because
'cause they have, like,
they would have to know what it is.
They don't have sentience.
Because like if you, dude, this is morbid. Sorry everybody, but if you're like feeding, like you've seen shows like zombie shows where they're feeding the people, and they don't even think anything of it,
Yeah.
and then they find out later and freak out. But if they never were told what it was, they probably would have been like, oh.
Well, if you think about this, chimpanzees, they'll do cannibalism. Why? Because their nature. They're very unpredictable.
Oh, they just do it.
Yeah, they just do it because they are like, I wonder what Joe tastes like today.
Jeez. All right. Well, with that, I'm going to tell you guys about my dumpies and letdowns. So, okay, my biggest letdown is
Oh, wait. Sorry, I said two shows. I'm
Oh.
sorry. There's a show I didn't watch, but it pisses me off
how can it piss you off if you didn't watch it?
because it just does. It's Fist of the North Star. I
'Cause
said I
it's the
was.
CG one.
I said I was. I looked at the trailer and I was like, I don't want to.
That's fair. I
And
remember you
because
telling
the
me about
CG just looks awful. It's not even like good CG like what Studio Orange could do. It's just very like the most cheapest CG they went with. And sometimes like I saw a few scenes with like actual animation on it, like 2D. It looks really good. We have another Berserk situation back in Berserk 2016 where the awful CG, amazing 2D animation.
that. If you were to watch this show, do you just completely just forget about the CG even exists? Do you think is it pretty faithful to the story, you think, or not even?
I don't know.
You have any idea?
It probably is, but that's the problem because like even as faithful as the North Star as a story is not amazing.
That's fair. The reason I ask is just because like, how does something like this get passed, right? Like, how do they make this through production?
I know this is one of the biggest show. I'd
And
say
so,
probably
if it's faithful, I could see why it would make
the
it through production.
the overseer, the production committee just said, just give it cheap animation. And that's it.
interesting.
Yeah. Even though this is like one of the most popular, most influential manga ever made, and they do that to this. I don't know. It's sad.
Well, I have a letdown for me and then some dumpies. My letdown is I want to end this love game. And the reason why this was a letdown for me is, and I'll talk about this more later on, but I had mentioned previously that I had read the manga for this one essentially right before the season even aired. I didn't even realize it was being animated until like a week or two before. And I really liked the manga, but man, I just didn't care about the anime. I don't know what it was, but it was just kind of a letdown. There was something weird about it that I just like, eh. That said, I think if I were to have just watched this anime and not read the manga, I probably would have been completely fine with it. So for me personally, letdown as a show as a whole, I imagine it's really good because the manga is a lot of fun.
Right.
But my other just dumpies, I have The Angel Next Door spoiled me rotten season 2. I watched season 1 forever ago. Season 2 was not great. They're already together, and I told you at the beginning of the season, I was skipping parts when it wasn't just the main two characters. I was like talking about the side character. I'm like, all right, just jump. And I'm like, what am I jumping? Let's just drop this. Next, we have Marriage Toxin. I don't know why I dropped this show. I just didn't really get into it. It was fun for like an episode or two, and for some reason, I just stopped caring. I don't know what that was. Next, we have Kill Blue. This is the one that I read the manga of. This is very similar to I Want to End This Love Game, where the anime is actually probably far better than the manga on this one specifically. Well, maybe not better. It's if you like anime more than manga, you would love this one a lot more. But I don't know. I know what the story is, and so I just don't really care anymore after a while.
Yeah.
And the last one is Killed Again, Mr. Detective. I think if you guys recall me talking about this one time, it has this mystery in episode 1. In episode 2, the mystery solves itself. The detective doesn't even solve it. The answer just comes running at him, and it's like, great.
Nice.
And I just didn't care anymore, so I dropped that one.
Yeah. I dropped a few. I mean, I dropped 2 of them specifically that... one of them was Rent a Girlfriend. I've already seen, because I've read the manga. I've been mostly caught up to this point, and they're doing I think they're still at the resort. I watched the first episode, and I'm just like, I don't care. Dropped it. So I dropped Rent a Girlfriend, and then there was another one that I tried watching. It's called Botan Kamina Foley Blossoms When Drunk. It's a slice of life, and I just... not in the mood for slice of life right now. But I will say the biggest letdown that I've had, which it did get better over the season, but it was the time I got reincarnated as a slime, season 4. The first half was just another slow slog of just talking. But the last few episodes that we've gotten were actually pretty cool. Some action-packed. We got some backstory on some characters, believe it or not. So... it got better, but it's still, I was falling asleep the first couple episodes of the season. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just done with that show. It's like one of those, it's like an RPG or a game, like in Minecraft, where you've done everything. And then you're like, well, I've done everything. Now what? I feel like that's where I'm at with this show.
You have a little bit of that sunk cost fallacy where you're like, well, I'm already this far, and I guess I'll keep going.
Yeah, it's exactly where I'm at with it. So... and then I guess there's a movie that come out this year. I think it was this year. It's either this year or the end of last year. But one of our friends that he's stayed caught up with the show went and watched it, and he said it was terrible. I'm like, oof. Because it doesn't even follow Rimuru, the main character. It followed like a side character.
Oh.
Made an entire movie about one of the side characters, which is fine, I guess. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. I think my steam for slime is running out.
Your steam for slime.
Yeah.
All right. Our next category we have is our biggest recommendation of the season. The show that we watch that we think we could recommend to just about anybody, and they would probably find enjoyment with it. For me, my biggest recommendation is Akane Banashi. It's the easiest show to recommend in the world. Like, I'd love to recommend ReZero to just about anybody. Man, that show kind of goes places that I don't think just anybody would like. I think you got to be like an anime fan to like that one because of how off the walls it gets. Akane Banashi is just very much a good story. And I think anybody, like our parents, could watch it and be like, yeah, that's a good story. It'd be hard for them to get into just because of the fact that they're dealing with some very specific Japanese entertainment thing called Rakugo. But if they get over that, I think they'd be like, yeah, it's a good story. Also, the animation's great. It's stellar show.
My biggest recommendation, I did not go with the anybody could watch.
Oh, I see. Okay,
Narrow.
okay.
I guess I didn't read between the lines there.
No, that's fine. It's literally it could be anything.
But my biggest recommendation is just a show that I find so much enjoyment out of, and I think a lot of other people would too, especially if they are anime fans, because it is crazy. But it is Dorohedoro. I think that this show is very fun. The animation is very cool, and it's the whole mystery behind Dorohedoro that got me hooked initially. But then the crazy, weird world that they live in is so fun. It's so much fun to learn about the magic system and the world and how all these different characters are connected in different ways. And man, it's so fun. Like whenever this finishes, I'm probably going to go back and rewatch the entirety of it. But I also want to go back and reread the manga as well. I love it, dude. I don't know. It's just, for some reason, I'm so drawn to this show and this story.
That's cool. I'm glad you like it. Unfortunately, just couldn't get into myself. But what about you, Thane?
I recommend Nippon Sangoku. Do you like Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones is good.
Yeah, it's kind of like Game of Thrones, but in post-apocalyptic Tokyo in Japan, post-apocalyptic Japan.
Oh.
Basically, they lay it out. They lay out the entire backstory in 30 seconds. It's like, so Japan's birth rate started declining. People gave civil unrest. Then nuclear war happened, and then basically went back to the Shogun era, where people the Warring States era, where people just have regular pistols and old rifles. There's no cars. Also, there's 3 nations now in Japan. There you go. Then the show starts.
Yeah, that's one I could probably put on my wish I watched list. I didn't even know it existed until the other day from you.
Also, it doesn't have terrible CGI animation. So there you go.
Okay, next up we have our favorite opening of the season. I gotta say, there was a lot of good openings this season. I had a hard time picking one. I could have literally just picked any one of them. It was just what I was feeling at the time. I picked Skins by Asian Kung Fu Generation for the Dr. Stone opening. Man, there's something about this little just guitar riff that plays throughout this thing, and it's just really, really fun. It's not like the most exciting song ever, but every time I listen to it, I'm like, yeah, this is good. This is chill. I'm into this. That's my pick.
I picked Dorohedoro.
That one's
no name.
That one's a banger, dude.
Yeah. They brought back those guys for the soundtrack, and it makes sense.
And the animation's freaking cool too of that one.
It's also got a lot of good animation.
I did not pick that one. I struggled as well, Cole, with picking one. The reason I didn't pick the Dorohedoro one is because my entire list would just be Dorohedoro the whole season. But this is another one that I actually think is really good too. It's Slime Season 4. It's Esoragato by Eirai, Eiraoi. It's fun. I mean, it could fall under like a generic rock song, but I mean, I really like it. I think that the beat goes hard, the guitars go hard, and it matches the vibe of the second half of the season. That was like pretty action packed. So
I see. Well, on the complete opposite spectrum, we have our favorite ending. And for me, this was hard to pick because I didn't think very many endings were good. Usually I have the easiest time picking these based on if I want to listen to them before the show starts or if I skip them. Same with the ending. If I listen to them after the show's over, I get up and like leave the song running and I get up and go to the bathroom or something and still listen to it as it goes. That's usually how I know if it's an ending I like. This season I didn't really have that. The closest one I could find to that was the ending to Akane Banashi called Akane on My Mind by Keisuke Kuwata. It's not like the greatest song. I won't probably put this in a playlist, but at least it was a good feel song. You know, it's a good mood song.
the one I picked because it sounded like an old classic song was Demons of the Shadow Realm. It did sound like All the Young Dudes.
What's that from?
I know David Bowie did a cover, but he wrote it for another band.
No. What is the
Oh.
song? What show is it from?
I just said Demons of the Shadow Realm.
What's the song?
Yeah, what's the name of it?
I don't remember.
Oh.
It's by Yama, I think.
I don't know.
You confused me. I apologize.
Okay, yeah, but
You thought the song was called Demons of the Shadow Realm?
Yeah.
no, it's it's the ending to Demons of the Shadow Realm.
I gotcha.
I think it's called Way Out
oh, okay.
by Yama.
And David Bowie did it?
No, David Bowie did not
Why did
do
you
it.
say David Bowie? all of a
Because it
sudden?
sounded like a
Sounds-
song David Bowie did.
Oh,
It sounded like All the Young Dudes by David Bowie.
I gotcha.
Or at least it reminded me.
I understand. Sorry.
My favorite ED I picked was Return to Head by No Name, the Doro Hedoro guys. They did the ending and the OP.
Oh,
And the soundtrack.
They did the whole
Yes,
soundtrack?
they did the soundtrack.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, it's fun. It's just it's like a fun, dancey song.
all right. Well, it is time.
Also, David Bowie's dead, so it's kind of hard to get him to do
No,
an
not that he
song.
did
Yeah.
it. That you said it sounded like a Dave. Like I don't know. You said something along the lines of like it was like a David Bowie song that they remade for it.
No,
that's
no,
what I
no.
in my head. That's what I
It just
figured.
sounded like one.
Gotcha. Okay, next up we have our hottest take. My hottest take is that David Bowie is the best anime ending. I'm just kidding. My actual hottest take is that Classroom of the Elite is the best bad show ever. It's a bad show, but I can't get enough of it. Give me more. Give me 1 million seasons of Classroom of the Elite. I'll watch it forever. It's not good, but goodness gracious, I love watching it. It's just, dude, it's not even the train wreck you can't look away because a train wreck's interesting.
I have such a hard time trying to understand your brain when it comes to stuff like that because you are definitely like the more analytical one.
Sure.
Where you won't participate in things that you deem bad.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to play bad games or watch bad movies. But when it comes to anime, it's like you're all in.
Okay, if I had to break it down, it's because the sustenance of the plot is so freaking just off the wall, just stupid, just dumb. A bunch of kids that are supposedly super smart geniuses in a school fighting to be the best. Like battle royale kind of style almost. Like they're actually just throwing punches in this season too. You'll hear my what is it, the most memorable moment? Yeah, you'll hear my most memorable moment. It's from this show and you'll understand a little bit more about what I mean by that. But just take it as it's so dumb it's interesting. They just use so many like okay, but like season 1, I remember being like, maybe I was the dumb kid. Like I want to be like Kiyotaka. He's me. Maybe like season 1, I was like, dude, this is fun. Like they're outwitting each other and stuff like. By now, I'm just like, this is just so dumb. Yeah, they're outwitting each other, but they're not really. They're just being written conveniently to outwit each other. But best bad show ever. Everyone who thinks it's a good show is just incorrect, unfortunately, but it's still freaking fun to watch. I don't blame you for liking it because I like it too.
Yeah. My hottest take is that Doro Hedoro is incredibly underrated. I think that this show is very good. It has one of the most unique worlds I've ever really read about. It has a very unique magic system to where it feels like there's lots of stakes, but at the same time, there's not. I love everybody's powers. I love, like I said, I think the world is probably the most interesting part about it to me. But also, like, they did such a good job with the mystery of the story of, like, how does all of this connect? And it all does. But I don't know. I just think it's so fun. I think Doro Hedoro is very underrated. I will say, though, the hardest part for people to get over is how graphic and gory it is. That was probably one of your biggest issues with it, too.
Yeah, I love that.
Because it's not even like, I think the CG's fine. I really think it is just a bloody, graphic, gruesome show. But at the same
Season 2 is
time,
even more violent.
right. But at the same time, it's because of the nature of the world, the fact that it's super graphic doesn't mean that much. Like I said, it's kind of hard to explain how it feels like there's stakes, but also at the same time, there's not. But it's just because of how the world is made. So anyway.
Yeah. Thane, what's your take?
I think that Microsoft should just Die. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Beautiful.
That's the wrong show. No, I don't like K-pop in my anime.
Where was K-pop in your anime?
Kill Blue. That was a K-pop
Oh,
group
the
that
intro?
did it. Yeah.
I remember thinking the intro was okay.
Yeah.
Why not though? What's wrong?
I don't like K-pop.
What about if American rock band does an intro?
It's my
Like-
type. It's my type of music.
So you just don't like K-pop.
You just
No,
don't
I
like
still like
K-pop.
K-pop.
So this is just this
So your
was
hot take is K-pop is bad.
yeah.
this
Okay,
was
there you
this
go.
was just your vehicle to tell us that
and
you
I don't like
K-pop.
it in anime. I don't like it's infiltrating my anime. That's my personal
What
opinion.
about
like-
K-pop Demon Hunters?
I never watched it.
What about
Oh,
J?
that show's like peak.
What about J-pop? Do you like
I
J-pop?
like J-pop just fine. K-pop is different.
What-
I just don't like the.
What's the difference? And I'm genuinely asking.
Is it like the difference with like because K-pop, a lot of it is just like the boy bands, girl bands, and
Yeah.
like they like really like monetize it. Whereas a lot of J-pop is kind of just like our pop.
Yeah. I
Like-
guess.
Megan Trainor was really popular for a bit there, right? That's the all about that bass, right? Okay,
Yeah.
that would be American pop, right?
Yeah.
A-pop, if you will. Shut up, Sky. J-pop, J-pop's similar to that, where like Megan Trainor was popular, but like she doesn't become like this like phenomenal superstar. She's not an idol. I don't think their J-pop stars are very idol-y. They have idols, obviously, in Japan. That's a little different. That can be like J-pop, but that would be their idol groups would be more similar to K-pop, and yeah, that's what I would say.
So wait, there's a difference between Japanese idol groups and J-pop?
I know. I mean, I think they do similar music, but like a lot of J-pop, I don't think are just idol groups. I think the idol groups is what Thane doesn't like,
Yeah.
and that's what
Exactly.
mostly all of K-pop, from what I
So,
gather,
yeah.
is just idol groups.
You don't like Bikomachi?
What? It's
They're bad. They're the worst.
Sorry, I'm just trying to understand is the whole thing. You're
There is
allowed
a
to not like
difference.
things.
There is a difference between J-pop and K-pop. It's just how the songs are made.
See, and I guess I don't listen to enough
Yeah,
to even
that's
know.
exactly like J-pop. I hear a lot of J-pop. It's like, hey, that's pretty good. I like that. But then I hear K-pop. I'm like, I don't really like that.
Don't worry,
I just
Thane,
don't like the
once-
production. Most production on
Once
K-pop.
you start collecting all of the cards of the K-poppers, and you go to their twice concerts with the backstage passes all the time, you'll really start loving them.
Okay.
After you pay $600 for the backstage
I'm
pass.
not paying that.
Yeah, you will. Don't worry. I'll be there with you.
No.
I don't know. I don't really care for K-pop either, though, so I don't know why I'm defending it that much. I like K-pop Demon Hunters. That's a banger. That Golden song is one of the best songs ever made. Okay, next up, we got our guilty pleasure shows. Thane, what was your guilty pleasure show?
Rooster Fighter.
I think you said you dropped it.
I didn't drop it.
Oh,
I was watching.
it was a letdown, though.
Yeah.
Okay, but you kept it up.
Yeah. I've only watched like 2 episodes though, so I'll watch, but the season's not over.
That's fair. But it was your guilty pleasure?
Yeah.
Because you loved the shake it on, shake it
No,
action?
no, well,
Sorry.
not that, but like.
Did you like the cockfighting?
Yeah, sure. I guess. Yeah, you could say that. It's just stupid because he just knows how to suddenly sonic blast out of his mouth.
Oh, he cheats?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's just like, he just has superpowers all of a sudden.
I see. Sky, what was your guilty pleasure of the season?
This one was tough for me because they're just. I don't think I was watching enough to pick like one of those dirty guilty pleasure shows.
Sure.
But I think probably mine, I'd put Doro Hodoro because I don't mind the blood and the violence and the weirdness of it. It's a wacky show. It is.
Yeah.
It is out there for
Apparently
sure.
there's just one guy. Oh yeah, I remember there was only one guy who's pushing for Doro at Mappa.
Really?
It's just him.
Well, I need to meet that man and get his autograph.
Kiss him on the mouth.
Yeah, I'm gonna kiss him on the mouth.
So my guilty pleasure, I wrote Classroom of the Elite, then I crossed it out because I remembered this other show that I, for some reason, watched the entire thing of, was called Haibara's Teenage New Game Plus. This show is bad, man. It's not good. I don't understand why I watched this one. Maybe it was just the idea of like, I'm like nostalgic for that real life show, and this is kind of that. And maybe that's part of the reason why. It's just teenage drama. That's all this is. You could even say it's like American teenage drama. Like the only difference is like American teenage drama. They're going to parties and getting drunk, and this one they're a lot more tame. They're just running away from home and fighting over boys and girls, and just doing that thing. And it's not great, but here I am watching the whole thing. A complete self-insert show. They want you to be this main character so bad, who's just good at everything. Looks good because he was fat and got in shape. Also, he was an old man, and not an old man. He was like 20, and then he somehow went back to high school.
Nice.
Yeah, that's my guilty pleasure. I don't know what it was. That one did it. That one worked for me. There was another show like this, right? There was Real Life, and then another like go back in time, relive high school show. Was there another one? I swear there was another one.
I can't remember.
I think I remember is Kill Blue.
Oh yeah. Literally, that's what it was. It's this season, Kill Blue.
Yeah,
that's fun. That one's fun though. That one does it really well because he goes back and he's like, shoot, and he never really had a childhood, so he's like, dang, bro, you guys, this is what studying is like. Let's do it. Let's freaking learn. It's funny. It's good stuff. Let's go for our best boy. My best boy is Senku Ishigami from our show Dr. Stone. He's a very likable character because he just doesn't give a crap. He just like, we got to do this. Let's get it done.
Yeah.
So this will be like a minor spoiler for the last episode I watched. This is like the second to last episode of the whole show. He meets the quote unquote villain.
Yes.
And everyone's like, you got to be delicate about this. And he's just like, hey, effer, why are you doing this to us? And everyone's like, what are you doing? You gotta be delicate. He's like, I'm getting it done. We're doing this. They always talk about he's the efficient guy. He does everything as most efficiently as possible. I'm into that. That's sick. That's why he's best boy.
I picked Hikaru Gero from Marriage Toxin. He is the main character. He is the assassin. But he's got a very strong moral compass for being a guy that murders people. And his whole journey that he goes on, I find quite charming, where it's like this really intense, super skilled killer is trying to get a girlfriend. It's the whole thing. He's just trying to find love, And every date he goes on, it's like, wow, I end up finding someone that I have to destroy because they're trying to kill me or hurt somebody. But there's like even parts in the show where he's like, oh, I'm not going to hurt that person. What'd they do wrong? You want me to kill that person, but what'd they do? I only kill bad people. So he's fun.
Who'd you fall in love with, Thane?
I realized that this thing is gay, and so I picked the gayest character I could think of as Keyfree from which hat atelier.
So I fell in love with Senku. You fell in love with Keyfried. He fell in love with a guy looking for love. Yeah. I think this guy's got the best chance. What'd you like about Keyfried? Sorry, Thane.
He's a good master.
Is he though, or is he a liar?
Dude, I think he's bad guy.
Do you think he's a conniving? Bad guy.
I think he's a good guy, but he's only good because like it suits it. It suits his
motives.
Needs, his motives. Yeah. I think if like he needed to get whatever he's trying to do done by being a bad guy, he'd probably just be a bad guy.
We'll find out.
I think he's cool though.
That or I could have picked Mei Kinosaki from Marriage Toxin.
That's true. Yeah.
That's a good pick, actually. Yeah. That's probably the best pick. Okay, let's talk about the girls we liked. Our best girls.
I picked Coco from Witch Hat. Is it Atelier or Atelier? Atelier. Is that how you pronounce that word?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, I've been saying Atelier my whole freaking life. Coco's fun. She makes mistakes, and the whole motivation behind why she's even learning magic is to save her mother. But she's a very fun, lighthearted character who is just trying to get better. Trying to get better at magic, trying to be a better friend, a better student, a better witch. And her outlook is very energetic. She rubs off on people.
Yeah. She's the classic good main character where you get to learn about the world through her, and that's why it works as well as it does. But her actual personality, like you hit on, is very what did you say? It's it rubs off on people, but
Energetic.
your energetic personality, yeah, it rubs off on people. It's contagious. There we go. Her personality is contagious. You can tell it works on the people around her, and they become
Better because of her.
Because of her, it's cool.
I picked Mei Kinosaki from Mei. Nah, just kidding.
Banger.
I picked Akane Osaki.
Same.
Yeah,
Akane.
she's like in a
She's the one man army.
what's kind of story is it? In the underdog story.
Yeah.
She's
She may be the underdog, but she's far better than all the other people.
You know you don't belong here, right?
Yeah, and she's like, yeah, I freaking do. I destroy you. She's very forthright.
Yeah.
That's why I like her. I think she knows what she's trying to do. She knows what she wants. She's going for it.
She's a protagonist you could root for because she's clearly has the makings of a master.
Yeah. We didn't say it, but it's Akane Banashi. I assumed that was a given
Yeah.
based on the name.
And
Yeah.
also you can't have any naughty thoughts because she's literally 16 or I guess she's gonna be an adult later, but you
Well,
can't
she
have
graduated to the last episode. I'm very curious to see how far the time gap is for this show.
It's a big one.
I hope like we get to see her when she's like 50 at some point. That'd be so cool. I don't know why, but I'm like I like that idea.
A lot of the older would I get that'd be like a spin-off because a lot of the older masters, mentors, they'd be dead by now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I want her to become the master when she's like 50 and all the rest of them are passed away. Because there are a bunch of old people.
That'd probably be the epilogue.
That'd be so freaking cool. Oh, I'd be very into that. Just get to see her throughout her whole life. I love that kind of crap. But yeah, me and Thane pick the best girl. Sorry, Sky. L take. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I just say it because we shared.
You did L to yourself. You held up your right hand.
Oh, no. Get wrecked. Okay, we have our favorite story of the season. I can guess Skylar's. Let's hear it.
Go ahead, Thane.
I was gonna pick Nippon Sengoku, but I thought Dorohedoro has a lot better mystery.
I was gonna say, no, I'm the L take. Dang it.
I also balance between ReZero and Dorohedoro, but I like Dorohedoro.
Yeah.
Also, I thought that last scene in the season finale was very shocking.
Every episode of Dorohedoro, especially this latest season, like leaves on a cliffhanger, leaves you wanting more. That was the show that every week that it came out, I watched it day one.
Yeah,
it's so fun.
That's how you know it. That's the show you like. I think if you watch it the day it comes out, I think that's the best way to tell. Anyway, I chose ReZero as my favorite story. And man, it's crazy. Every season is like its own thing. They definitely obviously they connect because it's just continuation of the story, but each season basically feels standalone in its own way. Tells like a completely different story about characters and why and how they grow. Like this season, it was weird. It was like a horror all of a sudden. It became a horror anime, which is crazy. And I was like, this is insane that they're doing this, but I'm here for it. This is cool. But the main character, Subaru, at this point, you were like, oh, he's already grown a whole lot. He's become a lot better of a person. Somehow they find a way to make him grow more. And I'm just like, how in the world do they keep doing this? Like, this is so cool. Such a good main character. Very fun. Just watch it, Sky, man. Just watch it. It's so good. So good.
I need to.
Okay, next up we have our better or worse than the manga. And I would like to start this one since I alluded to it earlier when I was mentioning I want to end this love game. And I mentioned this in the podcast in prior episodes where I read I want to end this love game and gals can't be kind to otaku. Roughly around the same time, I think I read Gals first, and then I read I Want to End This Love Game right after. And then basically when I finished that, a week or two later, the season started of anime. So, and both of these shows came out of the same season. And I found it so fascinating that for some reason, I was able to keep watching Gals all the way through. Mm-hmm. That one was really easy to watch. And so I said that one was better than the manga because that one was so much easier to just keep watching. There was something about it that I really enjoyed about the anime, probably better than the manga, that made me keep going with it. Whereas I Want to End the Sub Game, as you heard earlier, I stopped watching it because I thought it was very similar to the manga and I already had just watched it. There's probably something to be said about how I read Gals right before I Want to End the Sub Game, and that was more fresh in my mind, which is probably why I potentially ended up dropping it. But I just think the anime for Gals was a lot better. They did a lot better job. And I think better than the manga personally. So that's what I think anyway.
Nice. I did better for 2. I think that Witch Hat Atelier and Dorohedoro are better than the manga. Specifically, Dorohedoro, because you can actually see what the freak's going on with color and animation. I remember there were so many manga panels where I'd look at, I'm like, I have no idea what the heck I'm looking at, dude. It's just blood everywhere. So that one, it's fun in Witch Hat Atelier just to see the characters come to life. I think that the music and animation adds so much to that show, especially when it comes to like the magic and the drawing. And it's, sometimes in manga, you don't know what characters are doing because some of the actions don't have enough filler space where you're like, oh, they're doing this thing and now they're flying up in the air. But with animation, you get all the in-betweens. And so I think it's just easier to digest for me. But I mean, I enjoy both of those shows. I think that the anime is better than the manga.
Nice.
I picked Akane Banashi. Now, Akane Banashi, the anime, it does a really good job with like portraying Rakuoka in the process. But the manga, I think, does it better. It shows the better intensity. Also, the anime sometimes will just like kind of put them telling the story in the background when the character narrates. This in the manga, they kind of just tell the whole story. And you see a panel of them narrating. And it's probably for pacing issues, but I think Akane Banashi fleshes it out better. Yeah, the manga.
Well, it's funny that you say that, Thane, because our next category is I Need More. I'm going to go binge the manga now. And I put Akane Banashi because I probably will start reading the manga now. So I'm glad to hear that you like the manga a lot still, too. That is a nice thing to know.
I put Nippon Sengoku, even though there's not many chapters in English, is very slow. The English translation is very slow. It's unofficial. Maybe it will get picked up. Viz Media. Bless us.
I put Witch Hat. I started reading the Witch Hat manga like, God, dude, it's probably 6 or 7 years ago.
It's not that old, is it?
Maybe.
Did you read it when we lived in Logan?
Yeah.
Really?
And I got to like 30 or 40 chapters. It was when I was teaching music. One of my students was like, you need to read this.
You're kidding. I didn't think it was that old.
So, I'll have to look it up. But like, we've been living here for 3 years.
I believe you, but like, dang, that's crazy. Huh.
But I read like the first 40 chapters or something. And then whoever was fan translating, it was like, we're done. Sorry. And I was like, well, RIP. And anyway, now we got the anime, and I definitely want to keep going with it. It leaves enough mystery where I'm like, yeah, I want to find out more about this, because we don't get much about the Brim Hats, and we don't get much about what they're doing either. I don't know their motivations at all. I just know that they're effing with Coco for some reason specifically. And it's, we get a little bit about blood magic and how powerful that is. And anyway, Keyfree, we don't really know where he's at. So this season has left a lot to be desired for sure. They went about it in a good way. And I don't remember liking the manga as much as I've enjoyed this anime, but it has been a long time. So,
well, it's really easy to read now since I think it's Kodansha did most of the publication, and they freaking pumped it out. Like I think they have more than 12 volumes already out.
Oh, sweet.
So they've got a lot. Okay, running down the end, we have our most memorable moment. And I also alluded to this most memorable moment. And this will give you a little bit more insight about what I mean by why I like bad shows and how you can tell it's bad, as well as like you just can't look away because it's good bad. My most memorable moment is from Classroom Elite Season 4. It's Kiyotaka catches a knife point first in his palm.
Like this?
Some guy stabs him, he catches it, goes through his hand, and he just sits there and goes, what?
Like Naruto, straight up Naruto?
Naruto actually has a facial expression though when he does it. This guy's dead
just
face.
unfazed.
He's just like, you can't do anything, bro. Like, just get out. And gosh, dude, it's so dumb. These are high school kids. They're just in high school. They meet out in the back and like they start a fight, and then one of them pulls a knife and Kiyotaka just catches it, just like. And like that's so stupidly memorable for me. It's so dumb. I don't know why. I'll just never forget about that stupid scene. It's just so bad too. But like, gosh dang, it's so funny at the same time because of all of that. And like most people that watch this show are gonna be like, oh, let's go. That's my goat. That's my goat. Yeah, catch it. And I'm just like, what is happening, bro? These freaking kids are just catching knives. What is happening? Later in the season, they're beating the hell out of each other. Boom, boom, blood's flying out. And one of them, he's like, I was just a joke. And he gets up and he got blood all over his face and beats the crap out of him. Like, what is happening? It's like mashing their face in the ground. I'm like, these are high school kids. They're in school.
Going ham.
No, they do so much stupid stuff, though. And it's just like, that's what I mean. That's kind of explains it more. The dumbest stuff happens on screen. They explain why it all happened, why they had the knife. They had this specific knife. And the main guy, Kiyotaka, he knew that they were going to have the knife because this one person bought it and stuff like that and stole it from his house. And like, it's just like, okay. But I can't look away. It's too funny.
I think my most memorable moment is, I won't spoil it, but there's a character in Dorohedoro that dies, and the body of this character like gets split.
Ooh.
And it's like folds like a banana. And there's another character that's like, oh my God. And he like grabs her spoiler, grabs her and folds her back up. And he like duct tapes her head to keep her from falling to pieces. And I'm laughing because in the context of the show, it's not that big of a deal, even though this character is clearly dead and splitting in half. But like I said, the way that the world is and how the magic system works, most characters would come up and they're just like, oh yeah, she's dead. Nobody cared except for like her best friend or whatever. So anyway, that was like shocking, but it's also like, man, nobody gives an F right now.
I picked up from Nippon Sengoku. Happens at the very first episode. Kind of sets off the events in motion for the main character. His wife is killed by the higher ups, and this debt collector, he's an obnoxious little asshole. So he's like, I wonder how I can get this guy killed by the higher ups without me getting killed. And so he talks his way into saying, yeah, my wife didn't call you that. He called him that. And he's like, that's a point. Oh yeah, execute this guy. So then he cremates his wife's remains, and then he goes off on his journey. It sets how the main character, like how he conducts his business throughout the show.
Just cleverly.
Yeah, with his tongue, the silver tongue, or golden tongue. I don't know.
I think silver tongue is the right word.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, our last one before we get to the best of, we have our special awards. Do you guys have any special awards you want to give out?
Bloodiest anime, Dorohedoro.
God fucking damn it.
Did you do that too?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, you say it.
Best violence, Dorohedoro.
That's his award. He does it all the time, Sky. You can't take it.
Sorry, you can have that one back, Thane. I'll do a quick audible. Most unique magic system, Dorohedoro. Actually, Witch Hat Atelier. I don't think I've ever seen anything like Witch Hat Atelier's magic system, by the way.
It's crazy because it's like rooted in like things that you've seen in other fantasy where they draw circles and like magic seals and stuff like that.
Or like alchemy.
Yeah, alchemy. Yep. And man, it's just like, dang, they're actually using this on such a more a more interesting way, I guess, than I've seen. So.
Yeah, and then the cherry on top is, do all of this without getting caught because nobody can know how magic works.
Yep.
Because it's in that world, anybody can use magic.
Yeah.
You just have to have the right tools, but they don't want anyone to know that.
All right, I've got two. One's quick because I already mentioned it. It's the Genre Shift Award, which is ReZero becoming a horror anime all of a sudden. That was interesting. I don't know why it caught me off guard out because I've seen there's horror elements always in ReZero. This one especially though, they dialed it up. They tried really hard to make it horror-esque. It's almost like a locked room scenario too, and that's kind of why it's like as good as it is. But there was specifically a time when I was eating my dinner watching this show, and I was like, oh, I should not have ate my dinner. And as a result, this became a show that I didn't watch the day it came out because there would be times I'd want to watch it while I'm eating dinner, and I look at the shows I have to watch, I'm like my hamburger. I'm not watching this show, and so I'd save it for later. But my other award is the getting surprisingly better. I don't want to say it's getting good, but surprisingly better. And it's the beginning after the end, season 2. We have more frames. Would you lo and behold, we have more frames. There's not many more. If we went from 6 frames to 12, it doubled, but that's still half of what we get in a normal TV show. So that's cool.
Have you ever seen a show this bad as far as
animation stuff?
Yeah, how skimped out it is?
I've seen clips of shows that would be bad, but I don't know if it's just that clip that I've seen or if it's the whole show that's that.
Right. So I guess
the one I think is that tractor one that you forever ago. Is that show always like that?
That was just one scene.
If the whole show was like that, I would say that was probably worse than this.
Where they just filmed some dude riding a tractor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just that one scene that I can remember. I think I dropped that show.
I think you did.
But I don't know. I don't remember the animation being as egregious as the beginning after the end.
But yeah, so
consistently anyway.
Yeah, it is getting better. There are some times it's like, dang, they actually tried for that scene. That's interesting. Why did they try for that scene specifically? But here it is. There are scenes I wish they would have done better in season 1. There was one of my most favorite scenes in the whole show is in season 1. I don't think they did a very good job of it. This season, they have this random little scuffle with some nobodies, literally no name characters kind of thing. And that little mini fight scene looked better than the big fight scene of the season that was impactful throughout the rest of the series, but they didn't even bother making that fight look that good. So it is what it is. And then on top of that, they had those a couple filler episodes at the beginning of the season that I'm like, why are we watching filler? The book's done. We know what happens. Don't give us filler. I understand why they wanted to, and it's because they wanted to end this season where they ended it. And they also wanted to maybe supply a little bit more context between these 3 specific characters and their relationship. Mm-hmm. But all of that is completely undone when they get to the spot where their relationship would quote unquote matter. And then it's exactly the same as it was in the book. And it's of course it's going to be exactly the same because why would it be any different?
Right.
Speaking of, though, I did finish that book. It finally released the last audiobook. It's got a satisfying enough ending. It's fun. I enjoy it. It's a fun little series. It's not great, but it's fun. It's worth an audiobook listen, that's for sure. But yeah, that's my last special award, the Getting Surprisingly Better award. Maybe if we ever get a season 3, I don't think this season's actually over yet. I think we got one more episode, but if they announce a season 3, then maybe it will be surprisingly better even then. And then when it finally gets to the stuff that needs to be really good animation, maybe all of a sudden it'll be good animation then. Because we've not really bent anything yet in this story where it's yeah, well, this needs to be crazy good looking. Luckily, we haven't been there. Coming up soon, though. I think if next season is just this arc, the school arc, basically, if they did a season 3, then season 4 would be where it needs to start getting good, animation-wise. But anyway, that's it. Let's do our best anime of spring 2026. I'll run through mine real quick. We have number 3. I put ReZero season 4. The reason why it's not higher up, like I said, I wasn't watching it the day it came out. That's kind of the reason why I chose not to.
Yeah.
Number 2, I have Classroom Elite season 4 because I was watching that every day it came out. And then this one's extra special too because came out on Wednesdays. Wednesdays I would get home from work, watch the show, and then immediately leave for Yu-Gi-Oh. So I don't have a lot of time between getting home from work and going to play Yu-Gi-Oh. Uh-huh. And so I'd still sneak it in and watch it. So that's how you know. But my number 1 is Akane Banashi just because of all the things we've said. It's a good show. Mm-hmm. It's really, really, really fun. The story's a lot of fun. The characters are great. Akane is very endearing and forthright, and she's a really fun character to watch as a result. Probably one of my favorite main characters of this season. I know we don't have that our segment anymore, but I would say she's probably my favorite main character of this season. Great show.
You want to go, Thane, or you want me to go?
Pick number 3 is Nippon Sengoku. Number 2 is Dorohedoro Season 2. Number 1 is ReZero Season 4 Part 1.
Yeah, part 1. The ending of this season is really, or this part 1 is like really freaking good.
Banger.
Oh yeah, it was that reason that made me go, yeah, I need to like pay more attention to ReZero more often now, because it looped everything back together and it's like, dang, good freaking stuff.
My number 3 was Marriage Toxin. Number 2, Witch Hat Atelier, and then number 1 is Dorohedoro, which I think anyone could have guessed that based upon how the show went.
Yeah.
So
I am surprised about Marriage Toxin being so high up, if I'm being honest with you.
I mean, I have a good time with it. I think it's super fun.
You kept up with it?
Yeah. It's definitely getting to the point though where I was at with the manga, where it's like another day, different chick.
I see.
So I think it's novel in the beginning, but after 5, 6, 7 episodes, you're like, yeah, if we just keep doing this, we've done it.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that's how the rest of the manga goes. Thing you read it all, didn't you?
Well, they're just going back through they stopped with the love interests, and they're just going back through different arcs.
Nice.
Might be ending sometime. I don't know.
Well, that's it. That is our best of anime for spring. That's pretty much our show. We got a couple last things to talk about. We got our shows we wished we watched and some manga standouts. I do want to talk about some manga standouts, and we might do a little bit of a spoiler cast as well for one of them at the very end, just for like a brief 5 minutes or so, because I'm curious about people's thoughts on that. I don't know if they've read it or not. If they haven't, I guess we can't do it. But
I did.
Okay, cool.
I read it while you were in the shower.
Okay, shows we wish we watched. I have Demons of the Shadow Realm. This is that one that was written by the author of Full Metal Alchemist. I've heard good things about it. I've heard it's like fairly typical, but I've also heard good things about it, so I'm curious more about it. Thane, you did not watch this, correct?
I did watch.
Oh, you did, yes, because it was your favorite anime.
Yeah.
What do you think overall?
It's getting better.
It's getting better. Okay. Yeah, that might be one.
I like the demon system. It's like stands, but like
That's right.
it's like it's a weird mix between stands and Pokemon.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
So that might be one I would be interested in watching for our show. I apologize if I do end up picking it because you watched it.
Digimon could be also
Digimon,
but
that
more
makes more
spirituals
sense.
like Yu Yu Hakusho or something. So
I also had Wisteria Wand and something with a question mark on it because I wasn't sure if I care enough for that show. I've just heard a lot of people really like it, but I don't know. And then now I am going to put that Nippon Sengoku show on there too because they had
season
so much
2,
praise
let's
for it.
go.
But yeah, that's the stuff I wish I watched.
Yeah, your Game of Thrones pitch sold me on it.
Honestly, yeah, it kind of got me.
So I'm adding that one now, but then I had ReZero and then Akane Banashi as mine.
I don't really have anything.
You watched all the stuff you wanted to watch?
Yeah. There's Wisteria, but it was like
Yeah, I'm
maybe
just saying,
later.
it could be like a maybe late. Maybe we do that for the podcast.
I even looked through. It's like, do I watch any of this? I put all on the maybe watching. I was like, do I want to watch any of this? Not really. I don't really have a desire to watch it right now. But whatever.
Yeah. All right, manga standouts. Do you guys have any manga standouts you want to?
You should go first.
I just have 2 because I've been kind of slack on my manga reading, and I picked Akane Banashi because it's still good. Still Rangoku, or Raguoka. I don't know what Rangoku is. Raguoka. And then Ichi the Witch, which is probably a front runner for like big shonen hit.
It really is.
Yeah.
I don't read it though.
Yeah.
I read like the first 3 chapters when it was first started coming out, and I didn't like it. But I've only seen people praise that manga.
I think because they like Descaris.
Yeah,
they like
they
the
like
brown
her a
chick.
lot.
Oh no, by the Rule 34 page. Just kidding.
I got 2 that Only one of them is airing. But one of them is The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess manga.
Oh, you started reading it?
I started reading that. It is a ton of fun. I mean, it's basically a retelling of the story of Twilight Princess, but it obviously changes things around to make different arcs and things more interesting because, I mean, you are dealing with Link, who is a silent protagonist. He's not in the manga, though. Like, he comes to life. He has a personality. It's really fun. It's just a different take on Twilight Princess, but still the same. So that one, and then the one that Cole wants to talk about, Hema 10.
Yep. We'll have to wait for that one for a second.
That's fine.
Yeah, so I'll quickly run through my stuff.
Is that one ending soon?
Next week it ends.
Oh, yeah, because I read the last chapter and I was like, this feels like it's wrapping up.
Did you read the one today?
No, I haven't.
Okay. That's
I'll
what we're
read
going to
it.
spoil,
Okay.
if you're okay with that.
I'll probably just read it afterwards. I'm not like,
You're not invested?
I am invested, but like I could just read it because we have one more chapter.
Fair.
So, yeah.
Okay, so mine are quickly. We have no Gyaru in this class. I talked about this when I first started reading it. It just finished up, and it's just a sweet little thing about a bunch of friends that try to change their themselves so they can make friends, and then they realize that they can just be themselves around the people they like. It's fun, and it's cute, good stuff.
And I think it's ended.
Yeah, it literally just ended.
Yeah.
We have Shinobi Undercover. I've talked about this all the time because I really like it, and I'm very
Another
into it
front
still.
rower for big hit.
It's a lot of fun. It's one of the Shonen Jump manga that I'm most excited about every single week.
Also, they debuted 3 new ones and only canceled 1. So, yeah.
I'm reading the other 2 new ones, the Animal one and the F1 race, or the race car one. They're kind of okay.
Yeah. They debuted a new one this week too, so see how that one is.
Oh, this week they did too?
Yeah,
I didn't know that one. I'll have to
Yeah.
read that one. We have Witch Riv. I've talked about this a lot to you guys because I think it's one of the next bangers, one of the next goats, and I really think you guys should try to jump on before. I think, Thane, are you reading it? Witch Riv?
No, I haven't read any Manga Plus lately. I'm just reading Shonen Jump.
I would
That's the
recommend-
one
I would recommend
I need
getting
to
in on
catch
that
up
one.
with Centurion and that one.
I'd recommend getting in on Witch Riv before there's too many chapters to get ahead on it because I think it's only like 20 to 30 right now, so it's not too far into the story. We just finished a long arc that was like extra long, and a lot of people are kind of like, why is this so long? But it was still good. Like, I still liked it. I think it's, like I said, I think it's one of the next greats. And the last one before Hema 10, I have Axed Manga and Dojin Creator. This one's just a fun, cute one that I like to watch or read, where it's this mangaka that his story after a couple of years got axed, and then he goes to like a Comic-Con, Comic-Ket thing and comic market and meets one of the Dojin creators for something that for his manga. He doesn't tell the girl that he is the mangaka, but he just kind of like talks about it and stuff like that. It's kind of fun. All right. Last one we have is Hema 10. We will talk about that briefly. If you all do not want spoilers for that, this is where we can wrap up. Thank you guys for watching. Next time, we'll be doing our 2026 summer preview. So we might try to do that just next week as well. We might try to put that out just 1 week later. We could do 2 weeks, but well, actually, no, let's do 2 weeks from now because then we'll at least watch like a week roughly of the season and have an idea of the stuff we like, the stuff we've been watching. Anyway, that's it. If you do want the Hema 10 spoiler, stay tuned for those next 5 minutes. If not, we'll see y'all later. Have a great life, everybody.
Bye.
All right, Hema 10. So I have a lot of thoughts on this one. From what I gather, there was a popularity poll that the mangaka decided to do. And I don't know if it was just a part of the weekly Shonen Jump polls or if it was he did it specifically. But after the results, he decided to abide by the results, is what it was, what it supposedly is.
Interesting.
And that's why we got the bad ending, unfortunately.
I remember reading the chapter. So last week's chapter, I remember reading it because you and I went on a walk and we were talking about it. And you were just convinced. You're like, no, it's just going to go this way. It's the title. And I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, dude, I don't know. And I remember saying that. And I'm like, maybe what'll happen is maybe it won't be a rug pull at the end. It'll just be exactly how we think it'll be.
Like next week, they go back on it?
Well, so this was last week when we were talking
You're
about
talking
it.
about it. Okay,
Yeah, I'm talking about last week where I was like, well, he got the letter from Kanai, but Himari already confessed. She confessed first.
Yeah.
And throughout the entirety of the show, he spends a good chunk of time with her, or the story. I mean, he spends a good chunk of time with both girls. But anyway, after we were talking about it more, I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like he's going to pick Kanai. That's kind of what it feels like to me. That's where it feels like it's going. But it also, after I read the chapter, it still felt like a rug pull because I think in the back of my head, I'm like, well, it's Hima 10. He's going to pick.
Yeah.
He's going to pick Himari, but sorry for the spoiler thing, but he didn't.
So the reason why it's bad writing is just simply because Kanai is not developed. Her relationship is not developed very well with Tenichi, whereas Himari's clearly is. And that's why it feels bad. That's why it feels so bad. It's funny because I don't know what the response over in Japan is based on, especially because of the popularity poll liked Kanai better, you know? But everybody in the West that's read this, there's uproars. Everyone's like, this is the dumbest freaking thing ever. This is as bad as it was since Domestic Girlfriend. Like this is a trash fire all of a sudden. And like I get it. Because like I said, she's not developed for a relationship with him very well. They don't have the spark that Himari did. That's why I'm saying the mangaka clearly wrote it so that Himari and Tenichi would have that spark so that they would get together in the end. And so the fact that they did the bait and switch at the end it really feels like a betrayal to the readers, and that hurts. It's like, dang, I invested over a year of time into this essentially just to get rug pulled. Like that sucks. That feels really bad. And it feels extra. You know what? Oh, freak, dude. I understand Game of Thrones finally. Holy freak. As simple as this is, I finally get it. Because like when I read Domestic Girlfriend, I was like, I didn't really get rug pulled because I binged it. I didn't binge this. I read it weekly, and I get rug pulled. And this is what Game of Thrones felt like. Okay, I get it now. I still don't think that's justified the outrage the Game of Thrones stuff got, but you get what I mean. Yeah. I don't know if that popularity poll thing was like completely legit, but if that's literally why he did what he did, wrote it the way he did it, that sucks.
Well, when I was reading the chapter just before the show, I was reading it, and I was like, what the heck? Like, are we going to get we get both endings? Is that what this is? We're going to get like what it looks like.
They could do that. They could do that.
Which if he does, or I don't know if it's a he or she, but if the manga artist does, fine. You're satisfying both audiences. I think that, although I don't like the ending, I still think it's fine that they picked one. Like you're not gonna make everybody happy. That's just the way.
No,
it goes.
yeah, I agree with that. The only reason I just dislike it is just because it doesn't feel good.
Yes,
it doesn't feel good writing wise.
Right,
Not because I care about the characters, but the writing itself.
Yeah, and I agree with you as well. Like I was saying, like he spends a good chunk of time with Himari. Like he's at her house all the freaking time.
All the time.
So it'll be interesting to see how this last chapter is going to go. But I think I'm going to predict it. Hey, sorry.
I think it's just going to be a time skip of Tenichi and I don't remember her name. Kanai. I was going to say Onodera. Kanai just getting married or something like that.
Yeah, and it could. But like the last sentence of the chapter says he's got to go give the key back. So I hope we at least get that.
Yeah, it's true. You're right.
But I don't know. I think overall, the manga was really fun. I very much enjoyed it. But I don't know. After my Domestic Girlfriend read, I just decided I was never going to be mad about an ending of anything ever again. And
it's funny because like I'm not even mad either. I'm just shocked. That's what I'm just like, really? This is what we're doing? That's really how I felt. I'm like, okay, I guess whatever. It caught me off guard. I really didn't expect it. It was shocking.
Yeah, it caught me off guard too. Like I said, I when I read it, I was like, oh, are we gonna get like, is he just showing us what
could have been?
Could have been. That's what I thought. And then another thought while I was reading is, oh, is this just in her head? Like, is she just daydreaming about this?
It didn't feel real for the most part. I was like, okay. Yeah. So Tenichi and Kanai. Kanai's the winner. Supposedly, apparently.
Congrats, Kanai.
Congrats.
Yeah.
The childhood friend got it. The first crush won.
It's a rare time.
It's
about dang time.
It's about time. Who would have known? Who would have guessed?
Not I.
To all the Onodera fans, they get their
You just had to wait another decade.
what's it called? Their just desserts, I guess. I don't know.
Also, this manga didn't take like 500 years.
Yeah, like
bunch of
Nisekoi did. Luckily, I binged that one as well, so that was nice. Alrighty, that's the show. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.